Hello and welcome back. Today I have 3 healthy dinner recipes that are vegan and gluten-free. They're also very delicious and super nourishing. And if you like these recipes, feel free to subscribe to keep up to date with more healthy, delicious recipes. First recipe is a sautéed cabbage and rice dish. We'll begin by preparing the rice. So in a pan, add 1/3 cup of rice and 1 cup of water. For the vegetables, we're going to slice up a few spring onions, 1 tomato and 2 garlic cloves. The colours of these vegetables really do complement each other and they're going to add so much flavour to the cabbage. Once the rice is cooked, remove it from the heat, and then to saute the vegetables in a pan over medium heat, add 2 tablespoons of coconut oil and add the vegetables and then give them a stir until everything's well combined. Then we're going to add some sea salt and black pepper and rosemary and allow this to cook for 10 to 15 minutes on low heat until everything has darkened and softened slightly, and then we're going to add 1 tablespoon of soy sauce and continue to mix this. Then place the lid on the vegetables and allow them to sit for 5 to 7 minutes until everything has softened, and now you've got this delicious sautéed vegetable and rice dish. Next up is this cheesy pasta recipe. Although this looks very simple, it's very tasty. We'll begin by cooking the pasta. So in a pan, add a 1/3 cup of pasta and 1.5 cups of water, and then allow this to cook. We'll slice up some cabbage to accompany the pasta. You probably know by now that I really do like cabbage. And then slice up 1 small onion, or you can use half of a large onion. And also slice up some garlic. Garlic and onion also combine very well together. Now let's move on to the cheese sauce. In a pan over low heat, add 1 cup of coconut milk, 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast, or you can also use nutritional yeast flakes, and then give this a stir until everything's well combined. Then add a pinch of sea salt and some rosemary and 1.5 teaspoons of cornstarch, or you can also use corn flour if you don't have cornstarch, and then give this a stir and allow this to cook for 10 minutes with the lid on. In the meantime, add the cabbage, onions and garlic to a pan over low heat and then add 1/4 cup of water. We're going to steam the vegetables. So allow this to cook for about 10 minutes or until it has softened. Back to the cheese sauce. You'll notice that the cheese sauce is cooked once it has thickened like this. And then allow the cheese sauce to cool down slightly and then add it to the pasta. Stir this in very well until the pasta and the cheese sauce is well incorporated. Then add the steamed cabbage and mix this in as well. Keep mixing until everything is well combined, and now you've got this tasty, cheesy pasta dish. Last but not least is this red bean pumpkin soup. This was so comforting. In a pan, we're going to boil some sliced up pumpkins and 2 tomatoes. The pumpkin tends to cook much slower than the tomatoes, so you're going to boil the pumpkins for about 15 minutes and the tomatoes for about 3 minutes. And then while this is taking place, In a pan, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of coconut oil and about 3 to 4 onions. Once the oil is hot, we're going to add in the spring onions and some garlic. And then saute this until everything softens and it becomes fragrant and it darkens slightly. So we're going to be sauteing this for about 10 minutes. And then once the vegetables have boiled, we're going to remove them from the pan. And allow them to cool down. I could have actually allowed them to cool longer, but I got impatient. And then blend everything all together until it becomes smooth. Then in a pan, we're going to add the pureed vegetables and 3 cups of water. Then stir everything in to combine the water with the vegetables. Add half a teaspoon of ginger along with a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. We're also going to add a pinch of salt and stir this in and allow everything to cook for 10 to 15 minutes. As you can see, the soup is quite watery, so to thicken it, we're going to remove half a cup of the soup and add 3 tablespoons of cornstarch to this, and then give this a stir. Keep stirring until this mixture begins to thicken and the texture looks like this. So as you can see, the soup is quite watery, so we're going to add the thickened version of the soup and then mix this in. You're going to keep mixing this. Place the lid on and allow it to cook for 10 minutes until everything is thickened. Then I'm going to add some beans. You can actually add anything of your choice that's going to add texture to the soup. You could add lentils, you could add peas, anything that suits you. We're also going to add in the spring onions and then mix everything to combine it all. And now you can serve this delicious red bean pumpkin soup. This soup was absolutely comforting. It's perfect for the cold winter months, and I absolutely love the vibrant orange colour, and I'm sure you'll love it too. And that's it for today's recipes. I really do hope that you enjoyed them. Thank you for watching.